Give you a quick little update on what you can expect with our weather for the rest of the day, because that's another huge story for us here today. It has been a mess of a morning on radar, on the roads, everything. So this rain continues to pour down for so much of greater Cincinnati. We are starting to see a little bit of drying throughout northern Kentucky. And if that trend continues, that's setting us up for the potential for some stronger thunderstorms this afternoon. As of right now, everything is below severe weather limits. We do have a flood watch that's going to be in effect through the rest of today into the early morning hours for your Friday. So that is the one warning or one alert we have going for us so far today. We have seen a lot of rainfall throughout greater Cincinnati so far this morning. Right now, we have rain stretching all across our northern communities from Butler County to Warren County, over top of Clinton County as well. Wilmington, Clarksville, Morrow, along I-71. We still have that rain pouring down. Much of the same for 75. 275 loop also still dealing with a decent amount of rain, especially on the east side. Right now, we have some showers that are still pouring down pretty heavily for areas around Newtown, closer to the Ohio River as well, kind of over through California and the east end. In addition to that, we have some spotty showers throughout the west side, Wyoming, Forest Park, Cheviot, all seeing some light rainfall. But there will be occasional breaks throughout the afternoon and throughout the morning hours as well. Now that we're approaching the last hour of the morning, there will be a break every now and then in that rainfall. And if we can get enough of a break that we actually start to see some sunshine coming through, we do see that potential for some refueling in our atmosphere, meaning that we could have some thunderstorms starting to pop up around greater Cincinnati, and some of which could mature enough that they actually become strong to severe. So that's one concern through today. Another concern, again, is that potential for some flooding throughout the area, because we've seen so much rain, and consistently over the last 3 days, we've had rain around greater Cincinnati. So right now, Highland Heights over toward Taylor Mill, down toward Independence, areas around Crittenden also seeing some rainfall. New Richmond, Moscow, Butler, all seeing that rainfall. California, Kentucky also seeing some rain rolling through there. The big picture is going to show you that rain chances actually stick around for a good portion of today too. South and east of the 275 loop, we have rain stretching from Adams County up toward Highland County, Brown County, and Claremont County as well. Some pockets of heavier rainfall certainly going to be a possibility throughout the remainder of the afternoon. In addition to that, those rainfall totals so far are starting to pile up. In the past 3 hours, radar is estimating that we've picked up under a ½ inch for the downtown area, but just east of 71, that's where we're starting to see some of those totals really beginning to pile up, coming in just under an inch of rain for Clinton County, areas of Claremont County as well, right between Batavia and Goshen there, around 3/4 of an inch of rainfall for some parts of Warren County. This stretches down toward northern Kentucky as well, over through Campbell County and Kenton County and parts of Pendleton County. So going through the rest of today, watching for the potential for some ponding on roadways. That's definitely going to be something that a lot of us are dealing with through the day. And then also watching for the chance for thunderstorms to brew and some of those becoming strong or severe. As we go through this afternoon, that potential starts to go up for us. Again, the greatest potential for severe weather still lying well to our east, even east of Columbus over toward Athens. But over the next couple of hours, still watching for the potential for some thunderstorms to become strong or severe, especially for areas along and east of I-75. So the SPC still does have us under a slight risk of severe weather. Here's that aerial flood watch that's going to be in effect through the rest of the day into the overnight hours, not expiring until about 2 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So rainfall totals for today likely to be anywhere from about 1 to 2 inches. And you can see we're already climbing closer to that 1 inch mark for areas east of I-71 too. So showing you here in Futurecast what the next couple of hours are going to include, and again, that potential for severe weather anywhere from about noon until about 5 o'clock, especially east of I-75, has the potential for some stronger thunderstorms. Around 2:30 in the afternoon, here is what Futurecast is showing radar could look like at that point. And I want to point out those areas of orange. That's where we could have some of those stronger thunderstorms really beginning to pop up. And that is going to bring in the potential for all modes of severe weather. We're talking about the potential for some high winds or some strong to damaging winds, and then also some hail certainly is a possibility. Non-zero tornado threat for us here today, and then of course that heavy rainfall too. Going into this evening, as we get closer to about 6 and 7 o'clock, that severe weather threat begins to go down. Rain chances still going to stick around though through the overnight hours and even through parts of your Friday. So today is a weather impact day. The rain and thunderstorms, of course, here, right? If you've looked outside, if you've stepped outside, you've seen that, you've lived it. The severe potential, we'll have to still watch and see if that's going to evolve for us as we get closer to the lunch hour. If that does, that window is not going to close until closer to about 5 o'clock tonight. Strong winds, hail, and that low-end tornado threat still there for us throughout today as well. Of course, if we have any active warnings, we'll be sure to keep you updated with that on air. And then you can always stay up to date with the latest through the WLWT app or online, WLWT.com. We'll see you at noon.